There's nothing like feeling young and free. Gonna leave it all behind, all behind.
There is truly one word that comes into my mind when I describe this entire pandemic situation is interesting, because it truly was a very interesting time and truly is at some places a very interesting case, because it took WHO 3 months to actually declare it as an official pandemic. Coronavirus, as we all know, has literally taken over the world. What started in November 2019 is still impacting the world. March 13th was the day my company officially stopped asking us to come to work and asked us to stay at home, and March 22nd was the day New York City went into shelter in place. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying indoors as we are currently. But a good news is that New York City is in phase 2 and there are restaurants opening and people can finally step out. I have been staying indoors since March 13th, and today, on the day I'm filming, it is June 27th, which means I've stayed inside my apartment for 106 days. When you think of it, this is totally crazy. You guys know how much I love traveling, and for a person to not being able to travel and to not move, I thought like this virus is definitely going to affect me in the worst way possible and I won't be able to take it, but it actually didn't, and I'm so surprised. I know this still, like being in this house, living in the house, is still like a privilege. I am in no way trying to say that your struggles are lesser than mine, and there is just so much that has happened. A lot of people have lost their family members, a lot of people have lost their jobs, and I can't imagine your pain, only that I can help in any which way possible. I do understand that I'm very privileged, that I have a house to live in, a room by myself, I have running water, heat, electricity, and I am not one of those essential workers that have to go to work during this crazy months of pandemic. And I truly salute all the essential workers who are out there battling the virus and making sure that we at home stay safe and making sure that the virus doesn't get worse. You guys are the true heroes, really. These months of quarantining at home has literally taught me so much, and I am just here to share those things. So today's video is all about what quarantine taught me. So first thing that quarantine really taught me is that I can bake. Even though it's just mug coffee, I did not make banana breads because for sure, dude, I can't bake. I can cook really well, but there's just something when it comes to baking, it's a science, and anything that is like measured and is really not my cup of tea. But I baked because of those days when you have this craving for chocolate and sweet and you cannot step outside, you have to make it at home. That's when I learned is dalgona coffee is just your grandma's feti hui coffee. But when this started surfacing back on TikTok, I know people started thinking, what is this viral TikTok coffee that everyone's making? And of course I had to make it. I tried making it and I love it. Actually, another thing that dalgona coffee taught me is हाथ की अच्छी exercise हो जाती है. Next thing I understood is that there's just like so many shows on Netflix, just like unamounted hours that are there on Netflix for you to watch. So much entertainment. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar for people in India. You know what Hotstar is. Alt Balaji as well. We downloaded Alt Balaji as well, yes, because well, we all have been there. And how can I ever forget YouTube? I think this quarantine month, the consumption of YouTube has gone super high. Of course, I'm super grateful because that means you guys watch my videos too. And the next thing that I really understood is people who really want to be in your life are gonna make an effort. I understand, like in normal time, when I would say normal time, it's like a vintage time when you have just so much going on. You have work, you have this and that, and there are just so many ways to make excuses. And now because you are in quarantine, there are just no more excuses that you could make. So people who really wanted to contact you and be in your life will contact you. And that's a huge lesson I learned during this quarantine month. One of the revelations that I really understood about myself is I was just a lazy person in the beginning, and I thought that having a skincare routine I cannot follow through because I am just lazy. But during this quarantine month, it allowed me to slow down, and because I had time, I have now developed a routine where I take care of my skin. I've made an entire video. I'm gonna link it up here so you guys can see my entire skincare routine that I do. Let me know if you want to see night skincare routine. And मुझे कोई काम नहीं करना था. I was just like super lazy. That's why, that was the only reason I did not take care of my skin as much as I wanted. So now I'm on it. But one of the major things I understood is it's all about the perspective, and this is one thing that my parents tell me constantly, is that it's all about your perspective. It's all in the mind. We all were really upset that what is this virus and you cannot step out, and how will I go out and eat, how will I survive? In those first few weeks it was really worrisome for a lot of people, and a lot of people were really stressed about it. Once you lock your mind, just gonna do good. And the next thing I understood is there are just so many jobs, especially for the work I do. You can just do it online. You don't have to literally come in and work. I have worked from my bed, from my balcony, from my chair, from my living room. So there is just a lot of places where I can work. I also sat on the ground one day. It really helped me get this break because I am not a person who can sit in a cubicle, and I hate closed environment. Most of the businesses are really affected, but as a person who is out seeking for a job, one thing that I really understood and I'm gonna take back with me whenever I'm gonna go and interview for new opportunities is I am going to ask them how they treated their employees and what were the policies during this quarantine month, because that's when you really understand if the company really cares about you, and if they, whatever they say in those brochures that, oh, employment this, employment that, we have just like so many activities, that is when you really understand that if the company has a human bone or it's just thinking about profits. My first video in this quarantine series is how to make the most of quarantine, and it will just be unfair if I didn't show you guys how I made the most of my quarantine time. The first thing that I did, I danced my heart out. It really actually also helped me during this quarantine month because I knew that every week I'm going to learn a new routine. I have watched so many videos. I've watched Team Nach video, I have watched Vaishali ma'am's video, I have watched Melvin Lewis's video, and have tried recreating these dances. And every day, every week, I've tried a new dance form, and it has just made me so happy because dancing is truly really dear to my heart. And if there is one thing, if anybody asks me what would you be if not a YouTuber for the rest of your life, I would, in a blink, I would just say dancer. Let me know if you want to see more dance covers on my YouTube, because I do a lot of choreographies as well for other people, so they'll be really fun to dance on my YouTube channel. Number 2 on my list is my relationship with my body really improved during this quarantine month. I really lost a lot of weight last year, and I was really happy because I was really fit and really active. But when I went to India, I had just so much food, Indian food, that I came back with a grandma's belly. And if you guys know, नानी के घर जाके हम तो मोटे हो जाते हैं उस बार. So that is what happened with me when I went back to India this time. I just ate so much, and of course zero exercise because I was having the time of my life. Because when I came back, I had put on a lot of weight. Also, when I came back from India, my wisdom tooth came. Wisdom tooth आ गया, wisdom कब आएगी पता नहीं. अब students who live in said, you know how expensive dental care here is. So, and I knew I was gonna go to India in April, so I was like, only for that much time if I could get medicines, and those medicines have steroids, of course that will affect your body and make you gain weight. So I gained a lot of weight. I'd gone into a really harmful spiral for my body, and during this quarantine month, because I couldn't go to the gym, and my relationship with gym is ruined forever. I will do an entire video on that for sure. So I started Pilates, and I really enjoyed Pilates because it was like an amalgamation of yoga and doing monkey business is how I describe Pilates. But since it was lockdown and we couldn't go out, I started doing yoga at home. I also started following the Chloe Ting's 2-week workout routine, and that has really helped me so much because I enjoy doing it. I do it at my time, do it on the days even when I don't feel like I should get up and do it, because I see those results and it has made me understand my body better. I think it's probably the best thing that has happened to me, and the most that I could make of this quarantine time is I made YouTube videos and I finally got myself to commit to a schedule, and that has really helped me so much. So today is a Saturday when I'm filming this video, and I actually wanted to film my summer lookbook, which you might have seen a video before, but the weather decided, as you can see from my background, decided to be gloomy, and it just wouldn't do justice to the clothes and to my looks that I have in store for you guys. And I really enjoy my weekends when I'm sitting and filming and creating content. I really enjoy it. As I was going back and forth this entire morning, should I do it, should I not? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna feel much better after filming a video. So actually, you guys give me happiness when I'm just like filming videos, and that really is one of the biggest things that happened to me during this quarantine month. The next thing is loungewear. Oh my god, I have never gone braless for days at a time ever in my life, and this was so good. It was so liberating. The next way I made the most of my quarantine period is I found a much deeper connection with my loved ones, with my parents, with my friends, and this time really help us bond and come together as family, as friends, as a special someone. You just have so much time. You finally start talking about the important things in life. And finally, I am so excited to finally remove this poster. I don't have to keep this poster any longer. There are still a lot of places where the virus has started impacting a lot, places where the virus has totally gone away. If you are in those places where the virus is still there and the virus is getting worse, I know in India right now it is, I just would want to say ki डटे रहो, लगे रहो, and just be there. Just hold on to these months that are gonna come your way. I can tell you that these days are never gonna come back, and I really don't want them to come back. So please make the most of it. As a person who is in New York City, you will pass through this, you will get through this time and create art, sing, dance, do whatever your heart desires, because everybody deals with things differently, and if those activities are helping you, you do you, boo. Today I just want to say thank you, and this year has truly been unique. You'll have stories to tell. Imagine a generation that has seen a pandemic. It's different, and people keep asking me why I'm not affected that much, because for me it's just like this time is never gonna come, and this is life, ups and downs, up and down. It's gonna put you out there in the most unexpected ways, and it's on you how you make the most of it. So that's how I made the most of it, and the things that I learned in this quarantine time. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends. Don't forget to comment down and let me know what you learned during this quarantine period and how you made the most of it. Even if you just slept for 12 hours straight every day, even that's an achievement. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every single Friday. And on that note, don't forget to wear your mask, don't forget to sanitize your hands, be careful, okay? Take care of yourself, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.